This Christmas, we gifted Kenni and Kristi something that shows them just how much we love them. But in a way, it's really a gift for me because it gives me peace of mind knowing that they have what they need to be safe on the road. Hey, Provident Preppers, I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Kylene. And a few months ago, we had an interview with Nick Miller, who's a professional emergency responder, about how to create a basic automotive safety kit. Our girls recently have gone away to college. They're both driving very inexpensive cars. We think these kits are super important, but because they couldn't afford them, this is what they're getting for Christmas this year. One of the things that we should note is while Nick Miller's kit is amazing,
It's truly awesome,
we couldn't afford to buy everything that he recommends you have in your kit. But we've got them the basics so that we can build that kit over time. And we want to show you what we put in these kits. First, let's talk about the bag. We selected an inexpensive but durable bag that would be easy to throw in the trunk of their cars. Grandma Emily embroidered their names on them, so this is clearly identifiable that this is Kenni's kit and that it's an emergency kit.
So let's just take a quick look at some of the things that are in this kit. One of the first things that Nick recommends is having a good safety vest, and this isn't going to be in the kit in the back of the car. This is going to be right in the console or in the door slot where they can grab it easily, because the whole point of this is they need to be able to put that on before they get out of the car so that they can be seen and not hit by an oncoming car.
The other thing is a first aid kit. Now, we bought them each a My Medic first aid kit. It's not just a boo-boo kit. It has some really good things so that they always have a high quality emergency first aid kit.
Another thing that I think is important is having a pair of jumper cables. You never know when somebody else will need help or when we will need help. So having these jumper cables is an important part of any car kit.
Another thing that we did was these wool blankets. Again, thank you to Grandma for embroidering their name on it. This is going to be a fantastic blanket if they ever get stranded. We live in Utah. It can be really, really cold here.
A hybrid light flashlight. As you know, we love hybrid light. They are awesome. This little flashlight not only acts as a light, it's solar powered, but it also acts as a charger for their phone. So that and this cord allows them to charge their phone. If they're somewhere for a long period of time, their phone runs down, they have the ability to recharge as well as have light.
Another thing is the seatbelt cutter and a window breaker, but this doesn't stay in the bag either.
This goes right next to them. It will be Velcroed to the top of the console so that that can be grabbed immediately. When you need this, you need it fast. You're either cutting a seatbelt or you're breaking a window. You need that quickly. It's got to be right beside you.
Now these, the girls never would have purchased on their own, but these are important to Dad. So along with putting on that safety vest, if they are broken down on the side of the freeway, he wants to make sure that they have these great triangular reflectors to warn other cars that they are stranded on the side there and make sure that nobody hits them.
Another thing that Nick recommends is a good whistle. Sometimes things are loud. You need the ability to get people's attention. This is also going to be right next to them so that they can grab their vest and their whistle to make sure that they can be heard.
Well, it was actually pretty pricey to buy all this stuff. And this is our foundation for them. The girls on their own are going to put in a good pair of walking shoes, a pair of gloves, a hat. Kenni said she needs to make sure that she has some good hard candy in here and whatever else they need for their emergency kit. But I think that this was a super good foundation for them.
And it's an important lesson to me because I'm a self-proclaimed person who, if I can't do it right, then I'll just wait and do it later. But I've had to learn that about myself and overcome that because sometimes we have to do what we can do when we can do it. We get it started. These will be added to. This is not the end of this story. This is just the beginning. And sometimes that's the way life is. We have to take a step at a time. We have to do what we can do and then keep taking those small, steady steps.
And so now John will rest a lot easier knowing that the girls have these emergency kits in the trunk of their little cars. I think it's a great idea. So now for the question of the day. What is one thing that you would never want to be stranded by the roadside without? Comment below. And thanks for being part of the solution.